waiting for you. Won't you come into my life? It's too long, waiting too long.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it would seem that we are coming to the conclusion of Season 2. How do we end this? Well, let's let Bubsy tell the story. You're never going to expect this.
Julissa and I had been together and happy on again since September, and all the way through the heart attacks and separation anxiety of October and up till November. Particularly Friday the 13th. This was the day that everything changed. I may have appeared to be happy with Julissa, but deep down, she was driving me into the brink of madness with her vampire stories and this imaginary obsession with the counselor who supposedly raped her. The more she told me about the situation, the less it was making sense. Especially her stories about the baby she gave birth to. Like, how does a child fully develop in the womb and live in under a week? After weeks and months of those poisonous thoughts corrupting my mind, I finally decided that it was time that I talked to somebody about it and not my therapist for once. So I reached out to my friend Queen Bee. I've known her for about as long as I knew Ariana, and first met her while at one of the island beach servers, and helped her with some relationship problems she was having. So I joined her at a coffee shop early on Friday the 13th, and finally opened up about the innermost horrors troubling my mind.
So, Bubsy, you don't seem like yourself. Is there something wrong?
You know, I have had my hands full with Julissa since she came back and I've just... well...
Bubsy, it seems that something is troubling you. What is it?
You see, as much as I love Julissa, she's been a bit off for a while now.
Off? What do you mean?
You see, since I met her at our old game, she has been telling me stuff like she was a vampire.
She says what?
She says that she is a vampire who's killed 11 people and runs with the cult that can trace IP addresses. She also claims to have been raped and impregnated and gave birth to the baby in under a week. Like, how is that scientifically possible?
Bubsy, I don't like how any of that sounds. She might not be good for you.
But that's the problem. I just don't have it in me to leave her. Not only am I madly in love with her, I'm afraid of her, too. I can't just leave her. She could have me traced and killed. But I love her too much.
Bubsy, I can't believe I'm hearing you say this stuff. You need to get away from her. You need to stop trying to live like this is some kind of movie. You two aren't outlaws.
Well, Bonnie did love Clyde, so...
Bubsy, don't be saying shit like that or I'm gonna unfriend you. I'm serious. You need to do something about this, or you're gonna end up going insane over her.
You're right. I need to get away from her. I need to clear my head of all those poisonous thoughts. I need to fully come back to reality and get my thoughts level again. You know. Thank you. I'm really glad I met you. At this point, I need more friends like you. People who are in the right mind and can help steer me into the right path.
Of course, Bubsy. But you should probably consider blocking her. I know that love can make a person say and do crazy things, but that's all a bit much. Loving someone shouldn't do these kinds of things to a person.
Actually, I got a better idea. I don't want her tracing me, so instead, Why don't we just fake my death?
What?
She's aware that I have poor heart conditions. We'll play off of that. My godfather Tomican came up with the pure dumpster story that she would believe.
Aha! It's true. You probably never expected this, but the narrator did help Kenji get away from the psychotic Julissa with one of the most ridiculous stories that I could come up with. So anyways, here's what we did. I borrowed Kenji's account for a little bit, dressed up the character differently, so that way Julissa didn't get confused. So I invited her and B to a separate server, and I had B pretend that she was shocked to hear about Kenji dying. So let me explain how I went about doing this for the two of them. So I told Julissa that Kenji and I went out to our nearby graveyard just to hang out and whatnot. And just as we were leaving to try to pull out, a semi started heading toward us as we were trying to turn onto the road, and it couldn't stop. It was, I said that it was coming straight for us on the passenger side where Kenji was sitting. He's got a look at the headlights come careening toward him as fast as they could come, and the sight of it scared him and shocked him right into a heart attack. And then I told her that he didn't survive past it. So now she thinks he's dead, she believes it, and now he's in the clear. We no longer have to deal with Julissa.